Hi all, now we are going to see how the screen recorder software works. So I am just pressing on the screen recorder which is on the home screen. So it open up the screen. So where there is a simple option of recording. So on pressing this recording button you can see this recording button. On clicking on this, the recording will be started and the screen starts recording. So let us see how it is going to record. I am just pressing on it. So now you can see the timer starts. That means that the recording has been started. So I just minimized the screen. Okay, I am just opening the Play Store account just to show how the recording is going on. So now I am minimizing it, and now you can see that there is a recording is going on and the notification bar. So in the notification thing there is a three options. One is for passing an recording option, and another one is stopping, and another one is closing this particular recording. That means that whole application. So I am going to just open up the recording session. So it recorded 53 seconds. I am just going to stop on it. On clicking on this, I am going to stop the recording. Now that video is recorded and the message is shown that it is located in this particular folder. So now you can see that recorded video is shown over there. So there is a two option. One is to delete an video and another one is to play that video. So I am just going to press on delete. So it is asking for an option to delete it. Now I am going to cancel that. Instead of right now I am going to play this particular video. So it started to play. So you can see this is playing right now in media player. So I can scroll up, I can see whatever the things are going on. So this is what the screen recording right now for this thing without pausing. So now I am back to our recorder software. Now by using the menu icon, that is notification icon, how we are going to pause and resume an video. It is going to see that I am pressing on the recording button. So it started to record. Now that there will be a notification the thing. So I am going to minimize the software. Now I am going to open up. I am going to press on the pass button in the notification bar. So it shows that recording has been passed. So the recording has been passed. Now we can check that in the application. You can see that our application recording has been stopped with 19 seconds. So if I press this stop button, then the recording will be stopped. I don't want to stop the recording session. I want to continue that recording session. So I'm just going to press on the notification play button. So it means that it started recording the screen. So now you can see that recording has been started by resuming the whatever the session we previously recorded. So now I am going to stop from a notification bar. So I am pressing on the stop button. So this is a stop button. So I'm going to press on that. So same way what we did earlier, it is like that. The recording has been stopped and the video is popped up there. So this is what I think. Now I'm going to delete the older video. I'm clicking on delete. I'm just deleting the video. Now the video got deleted. You can see this recorded video in the folder internal storage screen recorder app. Internal storage screen recorder app with date and timestamp. So the video recorded is in MP4 format, so it is almost 10 MB file. So by clicking on a screen recording app is about, now we are going to see how we are going to program this particular software. So thank you, watch the next video.
This video I'm going to say where all the files are located. So screen recorder folder app, and that I want to go to source and main. So here Java resource file and the manifest file will be there. So in the Java learning, all the Java files will be located here, and in the resource file in drawable, all the icons what we have used in the project will be shown over here, and layout file, the UI designs layout files will be located here, and values, so here the strings file, styles and colors files will be there, and map will be the icons. You can get the app icon from here. You can take a high resolution icon which is XXXDB. So this is the icon, you can use it for an app. So you can copy and you can paste it in a different folder so that it can be imported and it can be made into an app icon. Thank you.
Hi, in this video I'm going to tell you how we are going to create an screen recorder app. So let us start from the scratch. I'm using 3.2.1 Android Studio version. So I'm going to start a new Android project. I'm going to name it as screen recorder. So this is an application name. I'm using the domain as com.learning. So I'm pressing on next, and here there are different options for different devices. Right now we are developing an application for phone and tablet. So right now we are developing an app for phone and tablet. So I'm just leaving it as default, and I'm going to use an API level 21 for Android Lollipop, which supports a material design, and I am pressing next. So there are different options for creating an activity. So right now I'm using empty activity. So I'm going to rename it as a recording activity. So it will generate a layout file which is used for design, and that layout file name is activity recording as it is. So I'm just after I pressed finish, so the app is now, the application is created in Android Studio. So now we can see the folder structure. So this is a manifest file. So this is the main entry point for any Android application. So let us see detail in later thing. And this is a Java file where we want to give all the coding parts, logic, basically written in Java. So there is a testing related folders and all there, and generated Java, which we are not going to touch right now. So next thing is that resource. So in that resource there is an option of drawable, which contains all the images stuff here, and this layout file which is used for designing the application. Or so as we already gave, it is an activity recording, so this contains a design for it. So this is a screen recorder, and you can zoom and see there is an option to zoom. Okay, you can see this will be the sample screen. I'm not going to change anything. There is a two option. One is for a graphical design, another one is for designing by using a XML file. So later we can change those things. And map folder, which is used for launcher icons. So next one is the values folder. Values folder will contain colors, by default colors, strings and styles. So colors mainly used for giving all the colors related stuff here, and strings, which all whatever the strings we are using in the application, it should be given over here, and this reference should be taken so that it is easy for the reference, or any change of language is needed, we can use this. And styles, which is the UI of the, so styles.xml, it contains the app theme. If any other UI stuff is needed, we want to design it here, and we can make use of those things. Next thing is that Cradle. So this is most important part. Mainly we focus on build.cradle, these two files. So one is for project, another one is for this module. So normally the project might have multiple modules. For this application we are using only one module, so there is a one module is there. So this gradle.file will contain the configuration things we designed it already, will be appeared here. So you can check this compiled SDK version. I'm using it as 28, and this is my application ID. Minimum SDK we already chosen for Lollipop, so it is 21. So target is 28, which is an advanced thing. So version code, version name, and at the bottom there will be a library files. Whatever the library files we are going to use, it should be used here. For this screen recorder we are going to use certain library files. At the time we can see those files, how we want to import the external files and all here. So I'm just running the application. So it will ask for us certain devices to run. So if you are having any mobile phones, you can directly connect to it via USB. For current session I am just using a emulator for it. So emulator is nothing but a virtual device which is created in the system itself. So I'm going to create it as a new. Since I have already have these virtual devices, for easy understanding I am going to create a new virtual device. So these are all the virtual devices. You can see for TV I can create a virtual device, phones, wearables and tablets. Right now I'm choosing it as a phone, but I am going for Pixel 2 XL, which is of almost 6 inches, which is of 560 dBi. So this is a density thing. If you want to use for a lower end mobiles and all, you can create it by using LDBi, MDBi. If you are lower end, normally small size screens means you can go for 2.7 inch screen. Selecting Pixel 2 XL, I am just clicking on next. So here there is an option of selecting an OS. If you want to download for Android Pie, you can download it. Right now I am using only Oreo, which is of API level 26. I am pressing next. So these are all the configuration files for my emulator. Pressing on finish. It takes a while to create a device. Now you can see that the Pixel 2 XL API 26 is available here. I am going to press OK. So this will launch this emulator, and then it will load our screen recorder application into it, and it pops up. So I pressed OK. Now this virtual device got initiated. It takes a while to run. Initially we are doing it, so it takes some time to create a new virtual device. Got created. Now the OS is loading over there. It takes some time to load and launch a default screen. Now emulator got loaded, so our app is running over there. So it is coming as screen recorder hello world. So since we have a design over here, it is, you can go for app resources. In that there is layout. So in that layout file there is a design. So this is a hello world. So this is a screen which is popped out in our emulator. So now we are going to pressing the back. So let us swipe that. So you can see screen recorder app is available here. So we want to change this logo. So I want to change that logo. So we want to design that icon first. Right now I designed it and I kept it in my desktop. It is here. So I'm going to make use of that. So I'm just right clicking on the app. It gives us new, and I'm going to for image assert, and here there is a icon type. There is 4 things are there. By default it is launcher icons. We will make use of that thing. So I'm going to choose an image from my PC. So I'm just and I am selecting the launcher icon. So now you can see that my launcher icon is created in different sizes, how it looks like. So now I want to change this background. So I want to go for background layer. So here we can select a color. So I'm just selecting this chooser to select a color. I'm just using the same blue what it is in the available in our icon. So I'm choosing that so that it is same. You can, so these are all the things we want to make note of it, and you can resize this icon by just using this marker. I am pressing next. So this will replace all the existing launcher icons. So I'm just pressing on finish. Okay, now it got replaced. I'm going to run it. So now you can see the connected device, that is Pixel to XL API. So I'm just pressing on OK. So let us wait, it is compiling right now. So once it got compiled successfully, then it will be installed in our device and it will be opened automatically. Let us wait for that. Now you can see by pressing the back button. So now you can see that our screen recorder icon is replaced. Okay, now we are going to change the color of the application top. You can see that it is of green color and it is of light green color. So I'm just going for colors. I'm going to choose a primary color as the logo color. So I'm going to pick a color from my logo. So I'm going to copy that color code. I'm going to use it here. Change this color code to my logo color. So it got blue. This blue is somewhat darker, so I'm just using this, and on clicking on this color you will get an color palette where you can change the colors. I am going to make it as somewhat darker, so I'm going to make use of this color. I'm just clicking OK. So now you go for this record.xml. You can see our app color got changed to blue, so as like our icon. So now I am going to run this. Now we changed the color of the application. Let us see further designing of the application and coding in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hi, in this video we are going to design the main page. So initially how it looks like, it will have one icon over here, so which is used for recording. So let us place for that. Initially it is like a constraint layout. For easy, better we can go for frame layout. So now I designed for frame layout, so I'm just going to delete it. What we are going to do next means we want to place the record icon over here. Now I'm going to create one image button, which is our app content. Layout gravity will be of center bottom. Now I want an image for this particular image button, so I'm just right clicking on this app and I'm going for vector asset. So in that there is a clipboard will be there. I'm just clicking on that. So I'm going to use this icon for recording. So I'm choosing this icon. I'm pressing OK. So what is the color I'm in need of? I'm in need of that blue color, so I'm just choosing the same blue. So now the icon is ready. I'm just making this a record, IC record. So next I'm going to finish. So I'm going to place this here. So this is of drawable IC record. So the button is available here. Now I want a rounded icon. So for that I'm going to design a layout in drawable. I'm just going to create a drawable file. So rounded border, I'm going for it. Now I'm going to change this selector as shape and going to add Android shape as oval, since we are in need of a rounded button. So I'm going for it. So what is the color I'm in need of? Stroke color of, I'm just giving it as primary. So now the stroke is there. I want to provide an width. I'm just producing it as 2 dB. So the oval screen is there. Now I'm going to add solid color inside that. So color off, I'm going to give it as white. So #FFF #F. So inside it is a white. Going to add size, so width of 72 dB and height of 72 dB. So now the rounded icon is ready. So I am going to make use of it in this image button. So background is of rounded border. So this image is, so now the record button is ready. I want to give an ID for it. Record. Now we want another one button. Now we need another one button to show a stop button with timer. So since both icon and label is there, better we can go for one button. So that is also wrap content, and that is same as gravity, layout gravity. So it is over that layer. Now I'm going to, this is for stopping, so I'm giving it ID as stop. So since if it is in a rounded manner, then the size won't be in a fixed way, so better we can go for stop icon. Now I want to give a border for this button, so I'm going to design that. So red border, so I'm making it as shape. So here I'm giving it as a rectangle. Shape is of a rectangle, and there will be of corners. So corners radius is 2 dB, and stroke which color is red, I'm going to give as an accent color, so later we can change that. So now I'm going to give a background for this as a red border. Now I want to give an icon for it, stop icon. So I'm going for drawable. I'm going to give it as vector asset, and I'm going to press on this clip art. So stop, I'm just getting it, choosing it, and I want it in a red color, so I'm choosing it easy stop. I'm going to press next, finish. So this will be of drawable. Start, this is of IC, stop, and text will be of 00:00. So this color should be of red. Accent color itself we can use. So now the thing is ready. So one thing we want to do is somewhat we want to give spacing. So I'm going for margin bottom equal to 16 dB. So same thing for, okay. So now the stop button is ready and record button is ready. I'm going to hide this right now so visibility is equal to gone. So now I designed it. The another one thing we need is we want to list the all videos here, so I'm going to create one recycler view. So recycler view, we want to add a library for it. So I'm going to module app, just going here, settings, dependencies to be added, library dependency, recycler view. So now I added this recycler view over here. Now I am going for this layout file, recycler view. So I'm going to match the parent, and it is also match the parent. So now the list is ready. It is asking for empty tag, but I will make it as empty. So now we have all the design for this. Next we are using recycler view. I want to go for an adapter. I need another one layout for that. So let us design now itself. I'm going for layout resource file. I'm just going to add, I'm going to name it as video list item. So in this, how we want to design means, I want one image view, and there should be a title for that video, and then there should be of play and delete icon. So I want to add those things. Going for linear layout. So height is of wrap content. Orientation will be of horizontal orientation. I'm going to add image view. So that is of width is, right now I'm giving it as 100 dB, and height is of wrap content, and ID I'm going to give it as image video thumbnail. So I created an image view. For testing, let us use our icon. So it is like here. Okay. Now I'm going to create another one linear layout for displaying the title. So that will be of wrap content, and so better make it as match parent. So orientation will be vertical. So first text view, so it will be of match parent, it will be of wrap content, and ID I'm going to give it as video title. Next I want one image view, so that should be next to one another. So I want to make it as a, now I'm going to make one linear layout. So it will be of wrap content, and it should be of orientation horizontal. I am making this gravity as to be of center. This is of match parent. I'm not okay. Now I'm going to create one image view. So this is of wrap content, this is of wrap content. I'm going to make use of the icon which Android already have. So better media play. So see, this icon is here. I'm going to make this color as, so now the play icon is visible over here. Same way I want to copy the same. I'm going to paste it here, which I'm going for. So I'm going for IC menu delete. So this should be of a red color. So I'm making it as red. So that should, I need some spacing for it. So I'm going it as, give it as margin end equal to 32 dp. So I got this. So this is a video title. So let us make it some title over here. Video title, and you can zoom and see whether our layout is ready. I want to make it as bold. So text style as bold. I'm going to make text size as 16 sp, so that it will be almost, we designed this adapter view and we forgot to add the recycler view ID. So I'm going to add it as video lists. So this video list will contain those video list items. So now this UI is okay. So what is the next UI we are in need of, which is of notification UI. So we are going to create another one, layout validation or notify layout. So here so we want the same, so better we can copy that same item over here to the, so better I'm copying the same here. We want to change the size of it, so I'm going for, let us go for 60 dB, and height is also, I'm hard coding it as 60 dB. So right now we are adding, so here it is not a video title, this is a status. Let us make it as status, whether it is recording or not. So I'm not going to make it as bold, I'm going to make it as small letter font, that is of 10 sp. So I'm going to name it as video, so it is of notification thing. So notify status. So here I'm going to add, now we are going to see about this linear layout, and now in the notification bar I want this play pause button to be splitted equally on the whole screen. So I want another one, image view for closing, right? So I'm adding that also. That is I'm just going to just delete. So I see delete. This icon is ready. So this play button I want to make the same color, copy. So everything is ready. Now I want to equalize this, so I'm removing this margin in. I'm going to delete this. So I want these icons to be equally spread, so I'm going for layout weights, it is equal divided to 3, so I'm going to make it as 0 dB. So weight will be of 1. So this should be copied for all. And this should be of match product. So now equally spread, which is of play, delete, sorry, play, we want to make it a stop button, so I'm going to do it as stop this. I'm going to make it as drawable stop, so which is looking, so now I'm going to make this ID as notify status and this ID as notify it as play, and make it as stop. Close. We almost completed all the designs whatever needed for the screen recorder app. In the next video we can see how we want to program for that particular design. Thanks for watching. Hi, in this video we are going to see how we are going to code for the layout file what we have designed. Let us quick walk through whatever the layouts we are having. So we are having this activity recording, so which is of the recycler view is there, and this record button is there, and the stop button is hidden. Then notify.layout, which is of notification bar to pass and resume and stop and close the application, and video list of items that are shown after recording is completed. So for this layout we are going to code it. So I'm going for recording activity. Initially I want to create an objects for all the layouts we created. So here it is in record, and button stop, and recycle is of video list. So we are going to code for that. So let us make it as recycle view. Let us make it as video lists, and there should be a button which is used for stop recording. Next thing is that image button, which is of start recording. So I'm going to create that. Video list is equal to find view by ID r dot id dot video list. So video list. So same way for stop recording, find view by ID dot id dot stop. Now I'm going to start recording. So start recording equal to find view by ID r dot id dot record semicolon. Now on start we want to create on start recording dot set on click listener. So new on click listener of so same way for similarly for stop recording dot set on click listener, new on click listener of so right now we created an objects for all the elements what we have designed, and we created. On pressing start button it should work, and stop button it should stop. So now what is the next thing we want to do is that I want to have a permission. If I uses permission, so it is of read external storage, and next one is that write external storage. Next one is that record audio. So now we have added these permissions here. At runtime we want to get a permissions from the user, so I want to code for that. So now I want to go for recording activity. Now I'm going to check whether it is in Marshmallow or not. So if build dot versions dot stk int is greater than or equal to build version dot version codes dot m. So now if it is Marshmallow and above, it will comes into this condition statement, and here I'm going to check whether the permissions are available or not. Write permission, then I'm going to check whether it is having read permission. So I want to add that variable has read permission hash record permission. So I'm going to check whether these permissions are available or not. So for that, hash read permission equal to context compact dot check self permission this comma manifest dot permissions dot so read external storage semicolon. Same way for read permission, and same way for write permission and record permission. Write permission, it is of write external storage, hash record permission. So I'm going to record audio. So I'm going to check all these permissions. If any permission is not available, I want to add that permission, and I want to request in a single permission request. So I'm going to declare one variable for that. So array list of permissions equal to new array list of semicolon. So I'm going to check each and everything. So if hash permission equal not equal to granted, not equal to package manager dot permission granted, then I want to add this permission to that. Permissions dot add, so manifest dot permissions dot record audio. So same way I want to I'm copying and pasting. So then for write permission I want to check, then I want to check for read permission. So I want to add semicolon here. So it is of write permission, so I want to add write external storage, and this is for read, so read external storage. I'm going to check whether the permissions is empty or not. So permissions dot is empty, activity compact dot request activity compact dot request permission. I want to pass an activity, so this comma, I want to pass a permissions as an array, so permissions dot to array. Next I want to pass a request code. Let us make it as 1000. So since it is telling that it is an object, not a string, so I'm just going to add this as string. So now they are gone. Now whatever the permissions is not granted will be added to this array and it will request for a permission. So else we want to perform the code here. If all the permissions are granted, then this code should be executed. So later we can add, once a permission is granted, how our app should react. So I'm going to add another one override function of on request permission result. So here I am getting all the permission details. Once you click on that permission granted or denied, it comes over here. In this I am going to check if a request code is equal to 1000, then I want to enter into it. So if it is 1000, so I am using as a for loop int I equal to 0, I less than permissions dot length I plus plus granted result of I equal to package manager dot permission granted. So this means that I am checking whether the permission is granted or not. If anything is not granted, I am going to give a toast message that permission denied. So I'm going to show this toast message and I'm going to finish the application. Let us run and check. So I'm going to run it in Pixel 2 XL API. So let us open that. So now you can see the pop-up on the emulator that it needs permission to record an audio. I'm just allowing it, and then this is for accessing the external storage. I'm going to allow this. So we can proceed further for this. Now for recording, I'm going to create one object for media record. It's called as a media recorder, which can be used for recording the video. So I'm just going to create an object for it. So new media recorder. So now I'm going to create a media projection manager, which is used for recording the screen. So this is a system service I'm going to get. So media projection manager, get system service, media projection service. So now I created a media projection manager over there. Then there should be of callback. I want to create one callback for it. So let us create one class, media projection callback. So this is extending media projection dot callback. So this is a callback method. Media recorder is also a global variable. Okay, now we can delete this so that we can use this object all over the class. So project manager equal to null. I'm just releasing this projection manager. It is so right now I'm commanding this session. Okay, so I want to create object for this. So it is of media projection callback, which is media projection callback. I want to create an object for it. So media projection callback equal to new media projection callback. So let us go for display metrics. Matrices. I'm going for get window manager dot get default display dot get matrix. So I'm going to pass this object. Now I'm going to get a screen density dpi. So int screen dba equal to matrices dot screen dba. So now I got the screen dba. So let us make this as global variable. Since we are going to access all the things outside of this function, I am going to make it as screen dba. Now I'm going to get the width and height of this thing. So I'm just going for default manager, and this will be of display. So display equal to, so I want to get the height and width, so I'm going to give another two variables, make it as display width display height. I'm going to use point so display dot get size of point. Now you can see that everything is stored in a point. So I'm just getting display height as now I'm going to get display height, which is getting from point dot y, display width equal to point dot x. So now we got that screen density and height and width. Now while recording, we are in need of screen rate and bit rate for clarity and how the frame should be. So let us make it as string bit rate. You can define it based upon the screen density 6040, which is equal to 6 MB. So bitrate is 6 MB. We can reduce it. If you reduce the bitrate, then the clarity will reduce. So frame rate so default it comes 24. This bitrate is a recording rate. If the density is too low, we can reduce to 1 MB, 2 MB. If it is high density mobiles, then we can go for 6 MB, 8 MB based upon the clarity you are in need of. so I'm giving it as an average of 6 MB. So when I press this start, now when I press this start, it should change to stop button and timer should start, and if I press stop button, the button should come. So let us make one function for public void start recording. Another one function is stop recording. So if I press start recording button should go as invisible, and stop recording should be stop recording to be visible. So similar, just while stop recording I want to give start recording as visible and stop recording as invisible. Now I am going to add start recording here and stop recording here. So let us run and check. So now I am going to click on this, it is changed to stop. Now I click on that, it changed to the record button. So next video we can see how to set a timer and how to start a recording screen using the media recorder. Thanks for watching.